guys, welcome. This is an opportunity for us to practice. STEP stands for Systems Thinking Practice. That's the idea. You will see that you will have people joining us from different cohorts, from different parts of the world. This is all about Briyah. So it is an honor to have some of the folks who have done it with us so long ago, like Anna. Anna was one of the very first cohorts, and she's here with us today. And the very fresh cohort that just finished last week from March. So it was awesome to have this new group. So new vibes and vibes that already have been with Briyah for a while. So welcome. What I am going to do in the next 5 to 10 minutes is I'm going to walk you through the exercise just to refresh what we want to do, okay? And then we're going to send you to the breakout room. So it's very, very important that you remain with us. If you can stay all the time with us and only leave at 2:30. So we need the full circle, and we need you to be paying attention to the messages we're going to be sending you in the text for the breakout rooms, because we will tell you when it's time to switch. So everybody has a chance to be an explorer, to be an observer, and experience the exercise, the dynamic full circle, okay? So Isa, if you can share the slides, please. I'm just going to 5 minutes just to remind, recap, just kind of give you some guidance here briefly, and then we will jump to the practice, which is the most important part. Systems thinking. So what is the STEP? So systems thinking enabling practice. As we have seen in the cohort, some we have said that more than others, but systems thinking is about process thinking. A problem doesn't necessarily want to be solved, but it definitely wants to be understood. And that's what systems thinking provides us, with a broader lens, so we can understand the problem better, and we can reperceive as we go. So what we're going to be doing today is exactly that. We're going to bring our assumptions, our view of the problem, our understanding. We're going to do the exercise and there validate some of the assumptions, but also get new insights, fresh insights from the peers that are going to be with us in the groups. And then we will be able to reiterate certain things and change other things and look at it from a systemic point of view. Next one, please, Isa. So beforehand, ideally, you would have done some thinking. During the session, if you haven't done it before, that's okay. You have time to explore and do the exercise in your own time. And then afterwards, ideally, you will go back and see what kind of insights you received and reframe the problem, okay? So next slide, please, Isa. So this is the template that I asked you to do beforehand. And then let me show you how I did it in one exercise, just an example, so you will feel the refreshing vibes of the S.T.E.P master if you have done it with us a while ago. So what I picked here was a problem of a startup. Could be any startup. I had one specific startup in mind, but I'm not saying names or anything. This is more general on purpose, okay? So this is a startup that is growing and needs to also grow the leadership team, prepare them for growth and have sustained growth. They want to conserve their innovative model. They want to continue to motivate the team, but in a healthy way. And they want to pursue revenues with purpose. So those are the things that the startup wants to conserve while they are growing their business and growing their talent base. So in this particular situation, we identified 5 different agents that could participate in this exercise and give us different perspectives and insights so we can look for the interconnections. One agent is the founder, him or herself. So this person created the startup and has a lot to offer in terms of the vision, the values, and the how to grow. But this person also needs help to implement the plan and is feeling the pressure, right? The leadership team is young, not so experienced, eager to learn and grow and have very ambitious metrics, but also they need to work collaboratively. And they might be getting calls from outside to get other jobs, right? The other agent or system that could help us in this discussion here are the competitors. This startup was a very innovative startup in the beginning, but now competitors are showing up, learning from their success, and with cash, catching up very furiously. So it is a very competitive market. It's challenging for the startup to keep innovating and to keep implementing the business model at the same time. The fourth group of people, agents or systems, is the client. So they are used to working with the startup, but they shop around. So they are always looking for other options to go to if the startup doesn't deliver. And the fifth group is the partners. So there are partners that they can tap into, that they are tapping into already, or that they could tap into that they don't necessarily call to help. So this was the pre-work. Then, if you haven't done that yet, that's okay. This was just for you to organize your ideas before you came today. But if you didn't, you can jump in right to the next slide. So Isa, please, next slide, is the way we put it in a systemic way. So the way we position those agents will help you with the discussion. So if you have done the pre-work, this is the slide you're going to be using for the conversation when you present. Remember, you only have 10 minutes to present your story. So you do it in a concise way, but trying to bring the elements of the problem that you see so your peers can help you find additional insights. So the purpose of the exercise is for you as an explorer to bring your understanding and listen to other people's view and increment your understanding. And it's a cycle. Remember, you have your ideas, you iterate, you learn more things, and you come back and reframe the problem. So let me show you how I did this in the exercise, okay? You can have as many agents as you want. You can have 3, 4, 10, 100. For the purpose of this exercise and the time we have, we kind of suggested 5, because those are enough for you to explore. So when you explore, you're going to tell the story. I already told you the story, so I'm not going to repeat myself here. So I'm going to go to the next phase where after I receive the inputs, I told the story as an explorer, and then I receive the inputs. The person that I choose to give me insights on obstacles will be one person in my group. And then I will choose the other to give me insights in terms of resources. While I present, these people will take notes. When it's their time to speak, they will offer the insights and we can have a conversation. So 10 minutes for the explorer to explore, 5 minutes for the person with obstacles in mind to say something, and 5 minutes with the person seeing resources to offer insights. And then we switch. Whoever was the explorer will become an observer, and someone else will become the explorer. And we will do that again. And then we will switch one more time, and the third person will be the explorer. So everybody will have a chance to be an explorer and to be an observer of obstacles and resources. Playing different roles helps the model, helps the dynamic, helps you see from different perspectives, okay? So let's suppose we already explored, and then next slide, please, Isa. Those were the insights that I got. Oh, okay, so maybe the partners already have some products that could be good for my leadership team, like some leadership training or some tools for my leadership teams that are already available and they can offer me at a nice cost. Or I might need this specific partner to do something specific for me. So then I need to look for tailored experiences for my team. Another insight that I got, clients already work with me. How can I make them more loyal to me? Are there things that I can do to increase my offer to my clients that will make them more loyal to me and not go to competition when competition is knocking at their door. Another insight that I got was probably, okay, this innovation model has a cycle within itself. You are a market creating innovator, but then at a certain point, the competition will kick in and you have to sustain your innovation and make it more efficient without losing sight of new markets to develop. So this insight will make me look at what the skills that I need to foster in my leadership team first are. Okay, so just an example to say this was during the exploration, I took notes. And then after this exercise, when I go home, next slide, please, Isa. You have, these are questions just to help you if you run out of questions during the dynamic. And then next slide, please, Isa. You go back and you download what you heard. So are the agents the right ones? Should I change anything here and get more groups of people to look at? What are the patterns in their systems? What are the obstacles that I heard from my peers? How about the resources? Are there any interconnections that I didn't map in the beginning? What are some additional questions I can ask? And then I reframe my question. So let me show you how I did this particular one. Okay, so I had my agents there. I didn't include new agents, but I saw that the patterns were like the founder is a startup founder. So there's a specific pattern to that. The leadership is moved by purpose, but also by money, right? So I need to make sure I compensate them nicely. Competitors are catching up. Clients want accountability and partners have limited support. So I map my obstacles, my resources, my further interconnections, and I have some additional questions. And at the end, I realized, not only growth is important, but I need to be very clear about what I want to come serve as I grow. So after doing the exercise, I reframed the question a little bit. And next time I look at it, I will start with this question in the middle. We have 9. So we have 3 teams of 3s. Isabella is going to put you in the breakout rooms, and then she's going to give you the instructions. Whoever joins later, we will see if we can form another group and start a little bit later. But you can go ahead and do. First thing you're going to do is go to the teams and find one person to be the first explorer, and this person can start exploring. 10 minutes. We will tell you when to switch. But before you start exploring, remember to choose somebody to look for obstacles and to look for resources, because this helps the person to have the focus. So let's suppose you go to the breakout room, Anna is going to be the first explorer. And then she says, oh, Taylor, can you look for obstacles? Oh, Drew, can you look for resources? Okay, okay, start. Okay, when it's time to switch, we'll tell you. And then it's the big switch. You switch explorers and start all over. And then you do it again. So it's going to be 3 times the same exercise, but everybody playing different roles in each turn. Got it? All right. So have fun, you guys. We'll see you here in the end of the whole dynamic. And if you have any questions, please send us a note via chat. Have fun. So welcome back. Let's see where the others are. Our team did great work. So thank you, Jimena. Thank you, Juliana. I think everybody's taking advantage of the last seconds to come back. There you go. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. All right, so let's see some sharing here from the groups. So group number 1, Rita, Taylor, and Susanna. So
okay.
A few words, how was the experience?
I think the experience was great. Unfortunately, Taylor had to leave half of the way, but we were able to discuss at least one topic. But I think it was a very interesting conversation. I ended up having a lot of conversation with Rita, and we, not only from my point of view, that I presented my case and she presented her case, and we discussed the possibilities of, observers, and also the problems that we can face with this. I think it was very enlightening for me. Hopefully it was for her as well.
Good. Thank you. Go ahead, Rita.
Yeah, it was really, really good and really insightful because, yeah, you can tell Susanna has a lot of experience in the field. So it was really good to have such a wide vision of all the factors that can involve in both cases, because we discussed yours first and then mine. And yeah, was really insightful, really good, really structured. And I felt like we were thinking if we were on the team, actually on the field, I think we would be having this conversation. So it was really clear and really good. Thank you.
Good. So you got additional insights from each other, and you were able to expand the understanding. And now you have some new questions to reframe the problem and go back to the drawing.
Lots of questions.
Lots of questions with no answers.
That's okay. Remember, it's important to ask better questions than to have all the answers. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So group 2, Aquila, Pinho, and Drew. Insights. How was the experience? Who wants to say something?
I can go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I think we had some very nice conversations about, the questions that we both were facing. So Antonio wasn't able to join for some reason, so it was just Drew and me.
Okay.
So I think for my issue, I got some fresh perspectives, some new ways of thinking, new possibilities. So I think especially on the resources side of things, I think that helps quite a lot. And it also helped to have someone ask me questions as to why this particular thing is important for us, because then, it helps again to put everything, to view it with a new lens almost. So I think that's my sort of take from the session. And I'll let Drew continue.
Thank you, Aquila. Drew?
Yeah, thank you. I think same sentiment. It was nice. I think that what I noticed was just the ability to talk through it out loud already started to shift some of my thinking, or I guess build on what I had put on paper. And so just a reminder to not kind of be within my own world in some of this stuff. Also, I think more specifically to the model, what emerged through the conversation were a couple of additional agents to consider and think about within the system that I was considering for this exercise today. So I think that was really helpful to kind of go beyond what were at least from my perspective, the initial 5 obvious players, or what I thought were obvious. So that was quite helpful as well.
Awesome. So I'm writing it down. So this is great insights that I would like to capture in the recording for the ones who weren't able to do it. So fresh look, when you speak out loud, you already begin the shift. So by repeating it to yourself and to the other, you already start the process. And the other may help you see new agents or other beyond the obvious suspects and the obvious agents, and that expands your vision. And then you have a whole lot more insights to fill in the blanks and to start all over again. So that is very positive. Thank you both for the insights. Jimena and Juliana, would you like to share? Who wants to go next? Go ahead, Juliana.
Hey, so one thing that was interesting on our evaluation of the 3 problems we take a look at was that we had something in common that was the difficulty to prioritize and to clarify what's really important to the organization. So
Yes.
although we had three totally different problems, because my problem is on aviation and Jimena is on self-care and self-development area, and Adriana is on a startup related to technology. The one thing that is really close to the three companies is the difficulty to clarify what are the key results, what's needed to be prioritized, and what's needs to be discussed, or what's the information that we need to share and be clear and communicate between the teams.
Interesting. See, so sometimes the problems can be different, the situations are different, but there are intersections even in the different projects. And by us looking at it together, we make it more clear for the individual, seeing the other problem in the other situation, reflecting back in yours. Right? So beautiful. Well said, Juliana. Thank you. Jimena, your comments?
It was an interesting exercise because the three situations were completely different. They didn't have anything in common. That's what we thought at the beginning. But at the end, yes, they did. And something important we realize is sometimes we get so involved in what is going on in our area that it's important to get out and look from outside. Maybe you can do it, maybe someone else can do it for you and then give you the feedback. So always when you have different situations, one good tool we can use is just get outside of that situation and analyze it.
Beautiful. And again, especially in a function that not a lot of people in your organization know that you are the expert, or in a solo career as a consultant or entrepreneur, you don't have a lot of other people to talk to and to get these fresh ideas from. So this practice can help you get this different points of view and force you to look outside for answers. They are there. They're just around you, but you're not looking. So like I say, systems thinking is process thinking, but it's also the ability to see systems. And when you're too focused, it's not a problem, but it's just a habit of looking too much focused to get the results done. You forget that there are other things that are around you that you can probably tap into, and they're accessible to you, but you have not remembered to use. Thank you so much, guys. Very, very grateful for everybody who were able to be with us. We are going to send the recording to the others who were not able to join so that they can get inspired, and hopefully they will join us for the next time. And if you want me to give you additional feedback, please WhatsApp to me directly with your complete slides, and we can chat and I can offer you additional insights. So thank you, Isabella, for managing the situations today. Thank you, Pinho, also for joining us. And see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.